Welcome to Gamebros. This is the E3 Special. Lord Infamous is out in California, and the E3, you know, he's the one that's tweeting and sending us all the information from E3, so that's why he's not here today. So off the bat, we're going to start off with, we're going to do them in order the way they presented out in E3. So the first one we're going to talk about is Xbox. The first thing they talked about, well, the first thing that came off the bat was the whole Call of Duty, Modern Warfare 3, which is made by Infinity Ward, because, you know, Black Ops is made by Treyarch. A lot of people don't know that there's two different companies making Call of Duty, but there's actually two, so they take turns, like one comes out and the other one comes out, like that. But at the same time, the Infinity Ward that made this game, the real founders and the real guys left to EA to start a new company, so that's why everybody was so worried about how this Call of Duty is going to turn out. So what do you think about it?
I thought it was kind of cool. It was alright. Not the coolest game I've seen in the show so far. It's a little different take. I like that they kept the story going. From the last one, and that's what's going to keep it going. You know, the story basically more than anything. I saw a couple demos of them playing. Honestly, it kind of looked the same gameplay. You know, the same usual stuff, you know, hide and shoot. There wasn't like something big, something different.
Yeah, big explosions and stuff like that. There's no, like, you know, that separates them in battlefields is destruction. So you see explosions but no destruction. You say it looks the same, is because they're using this basically a little bit the same engine, but they wrapped it up a little bit to look nicer. Yeah. But at the same time, what happened was, I found this out today, that Infinity Ward had a better engine that they were going to use, but since they left, they took it with them. So now, if you're following the story about them, they're going to court and they're getting sued. So Activision told them, either you give us that engine that supposedly belongs to Activision, or you have to destroy it. Oof. So that's what happened, because they were already, when they finished, they started working on it. Yeah. And the reason why they left, you guys are probably asking, is because they didn't get paid what they were promised. So they jet. And at the same time, when they left, Activision said, no, we weren't paying you guys because we found out you guys were talking to EA, so we weren't going to pay you that money, and then you were going to, you know, leave it with that. Anyway, so that was how they started. Then they talked about the Xbox TV thing, how you're going to be able to stream live TV on your Xbox. Yeah. You know, you could already do that with ESPN. Certain live things, but a lot of the stuff is what you would get on ESPN 3. Yeah. On the regular computer. So you would get it on the Xbox. But supposedly this new thing they're coming out with is going to stream live TV from the beginning. Yeah. The whole thing is, I'm trying to wonder how they're going to do it. Are they going to charge a monthly fee? Or are they going to work with like Comcast, Bright House, or the different companies that give you cable, and then so you have the cable service, you know, put in your password, kind of like some apps that are for the Apple. You know, you got the HBO one, you got different companies. So you would use your password from your cable, and then you stream your content like that.
I mean, they're going to have to charge somebody at the end. I mean, honestly, I don't think it's going to be for free.
Yeah, nothing's free in this world. Yeah. But what does that really make a difference to you?
To me, if I'm on a PlayStation, I'm sorry, I'm not watching TV. I'm playing video games. Or Xbox, I'm sorry. You know, I'm playing video games. But why would I want to watch TV through just get the controller and watch TV normally?
It's because I've been, you know, I was wondering the same thing. I go, why would people want to, so supposedly there's a lot of people that want to get rid of that expense of having cable, and I don't use it that much, and so they'd rather just pay on the Xbox and then just watch whatever they want instead of, you know, what. And plus, a lot of people don't have time to watch. Have to be home at 1 o'clock on Monday to be able to watch.
TiVo and all recorded DVRs and stuff.
To me, to be the truth, like, you know, like, damn, is cable that expensive that you can't afford it? That you have to try to see a different way of getting it? Yeah. To tell you the truth, I don't watch TV. The only TV I watch is live sporting events, like every sport, basketball, hockey. I like every sport, but I don't watch TV shows. The only TV shows I watch is Dexter, Fringe. I used to like Rome, I used to like Mad Men
TV
and stuff
series
like that.
and stuff like that,
But as far as like, oh, I gotta get home and watch 2.5 Men and make this Charlie Sheen guy more rich, not me. So that was the other thing, and they're changing the interface now.
Oh yeah.
So the GUI's gonna change. They're gonna have a bunch of little features now that they're gonna add to Xbox. To me,
hopefully they make it a little bit easier, cause it's a little bit difficult to get around on it.
So,
I mean,
I know some people like it better than the
it.
PlayStation one, but to tell you the truth, to me, like, maybe because I was new, I only had my Xbox maybe like 3 or 4 months, and I probably turned it on like 5 times.
Yeah.
But it's hard to find like where the games are, and then you see it like, damn, I just saw that game over here in this file. So like it repeats itself a lot, so you get kind of confused, or maybe I'm just retarded.
Yeah.
So they're gonna change the interface a little bit. They're gonna make it a lot more streamlined. They're gonna add Connect, voice command to it.
Yeah.
So it's gonna Xbox turn on, Xbox turn off thing. To me, I don't know. I'm not that lazy. I can actually press the little home button.
Right.
And sometimes you're like, connect, play disc. Connect, play disc. It's like X, just play the damn disc.
Right. That's why you have two buttons.
Like, and
I mean, if it was like that, all TVs would be voice commanded. I mean, that's why they come out with a controller.
Yeah, it's probably more responsive. The thing is, that a button you just press, but people talk differently. Everybody has an accent. Supposedly, I have a Mexican accent, but everybody has an accent. Everybody's the speech is different.
Yeah.
So it's gonna be hard to grab some speeches and stuff.
Exactly. It's
so
very.
I don't know. So that was the other thing, and then the Halo thing. They announced that they were gonna remake Halo. I have a bunch of friends that are big Halo fans, and none of them were like, I can't wait till they make Halo HD.
I know the first one in HD, they didn't even ramp it up, nothing, same exact thing.
Supposedly, the whole thing with Xbox is, we'll talk about it later, but everything is connected. Everything that Xbox makes first party now is going to have somehow Connect just shoved in there, voice command, motion, something.
Yeah.
All of them now. That's what they had said.
Oh, yeah.
Because they really want to push the Connect thing, so everyone that's made, like, you know how, PlayStation has their, like, games, like God of War,
Yeah.
All their first party stuff is going to have some sort of connecting. So the Halo remake's going to have some form of Connect support. And of course they announced Halo 4.
Oh yeah.
So they just showed a teaser trailer, like a CG one. They didn't show any games, so.
But it was a nice video though.
So that means, cool. But if they do 4, that means that they have to do 4, 5, 6. So it's another trilogy coming. But I never played the Halo. Oh, but you didn't play Halo 3 to see how Halo 3 ended.
I didn't play. That was the only one I didn't play.
Okay, because I want to know, like, how do they continue the story after Halo 3?
Yeah, which is, I don't know, it was pretty crazy. Well, from the preview, it shows him on a ship. And
he's coming out like that sleeping state.
Yeah, exactly.
And then he comes out and the whole, like, oh, the ship's going down.
And, I mean,
Master Chief will pull it out somehow.
Yeah, exactly.
The mission, not You know what I'm talking about. So they also showed it was Connect heavy. They really pushed the Connect thing. They even showed Ghost Recon where he does like the whole takes a gun apart with his hands, and then it's like, oh, can you test it? And he goes like that, and he starts testing it. Then he aims, and then he fires by opening up his hand. So he starts firing, and then he aims, and then
how's he aim though? With his hand like this?
That's the thing. Like they zoom in on him shooting, but they don't show him. I wanted to see what he was doing to to aim. I'm sure like he has like fingers, and it probably has finger recognition now that they have that. So that's how he knows about the whole hand opening thing.
Yeah.
But it was kind of skeptical because there was times he was like like it was shooting when he had his hand closed, and it was like, oh damn. So that was kind of weird. So they have that. To tell you the truth, I thought that was pretty bad. The gun part, the one that. If they just tell me, yeah, we added Connect and this is the part, I'm down. That's good. I like that.
Yeah.
Oh, flip the gun around, check it out, replace this. Like they always Minority Report stuff.
Yeah.
Like I'm down for that. But the whole part where like, let me test it. That was kind of gay.
Yeah. I mean, to me, I'm still figuring out how the hell you're gonna aim like that.
No, the other one that they announced was a new Fable. It was called Fable Journey.
Okay.
And the part they showed is him riding on a horse. And
So it goes like this?
I don't remember, but he was on the horse, whatever, and then it looks like it's on rails, you know, like it's like an arcade game that you shoot and then it moves here and it shoots and then. But supposedly the maker, I forgot his name, he's from England.
Yeah.
He said it's not on rails. That just that they told me that I had to show that video and that video showed that part, so it kind of made me look bad. But my game's not on rails, but it's totally Kinect supported. So I'm trying to figure out. I'm not talking bad about Xbox. I'm just trying to compute. So how do? You walk like this and you walk sideways, or do you walk like that and he starts walking that way, or you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know
like,
what you're talking about. Yeah.
Or do you start going like this?
Or how do you talk to somebody? Like this, or
the talking part you'll
hey, I guess, or a voice command or something.
But like the whole Mass Effect thing, that was the other thing.
Yeah.
Mass Effect has voice control. You can say, you can move over there and shoot, but he says move forward. He doesn't say where. I guess the game knows, and the hard part is gonna be the reading. You gotta read everything. Like before you suppress, they would ask you a question and you would answer. Okay. You'd have to read it.
You have to read the whole thing?
Yeah, but this is the thing though. If you played Mass Effect, it had like maybe a sentence, and then you clicked on that sentence, and then it became a paragraph. So are you gonna be like, man, yeah, Shepard, we must take out the ship, and we gotta do this and that, and read everything? Because that's gonna start getting boring after like.
I know, man.
It's like I'm reading a book.
If you don't read it, what happens?
That's why I play video games, because I want to read a book.
But if you don't read it, what will happen?
I don't know. Maybe you could shut it off, apparently. But then what's the point?
Yeah, exactly.
So that's the whole thing with that. And then all the games are like they showed the Star Wars game finally that everybody was from last year.
Yeah.
It looked good that he played, and it also looked like it was on rails. Like he did slash, he did do the force push.
Oh yeah.
But you see the guy walking to certain spots and it stops, and then you go like that, and then it goes to the next one, and then you go like that.
Definitely on rails.
But they say it's not.
It's not.
Supposedly it's not.
It's on rails. It has to be.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. So I'm not like, you're gonna go like this, like walk or not, or
maybe like you choose a different path and they're like counting it as not rails.
It's open ended. You
went to the right and you could have went to the left. I mean that's the only way, unless you're walking in place the whole time and I mean the guy
supposed to, and you gotta go lightsaber on, and then the lightsaber will come.
Oh yeah.
Then lightsaber off, and it'll go off. So all the games are like Kinect heavy.
Yeah.
And that was basically all the.
I got to see the football game a little bit.
E3 is making everything Kinect too. I don't know how they're gonna do FIFA and Madden. It's probably gonna be voice command and maybe menu stuff. But I find it very hard to play a soccer game and kicking and jumping and heading.
And they say they were gonna move and push. It was supposed to work and everything.
And Madden, he was calling the plays, the audibles. But we used to do that thing with the headset before. Yeah. I don't know if you guys played Madden Head Coach, and you used to be able to Blue 42, Z9X, and then they would change the play. I don't know why they're making a big deal out of it now. This freaking technology was around like years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah, EA is starting to do that with the Xbox.
I mean, I guess we'll see. Time will tell how this will turn out.
Or maybe they'll do like the whole thing with PlayStation. They had the show had move support.
Yeah.
So I'm like, oh, it's gonna have move support. I can bat and I can feel them. No, it was just the home run derby. So maybe it's like that. If FIFA's got move support, and it's probably goalie and penalty shots or free kicks. Yeah. And Madden is probably a quarterback challenge or something. And they can say, oh, we put it in, which will be cool. To tell you the truth, I'm down with that. Yeah. But don't give me that piece of crap half butt game where I'm like trying to run and like and Xbox. How many people have 6 feet in their room?
Well, that's why they invented that new device.
That's what I was gonna say. Suppose you have to have 6 feet for the Kinect to work. So that company, Nico, that makes the intercoolers and all the peripherals and stuff, like little joystick stuff. They made a lens that goes attached to the Kinect that makes the room to 4 feet, and it'll pick it up and make it wider, so it's easier to play with 2 people. And I told my brother, I'm like, these guys could figure it out, and these multi-billion-dollar company of Microsoft couldn't figure this little lens out.
Well, maybe there's a reason to it.
According to Lord Infamous, he saw it and everything, and at the same time he was there, the Microsoft guys were coming to check it out, and the night people, they're like, nah,
don't even look at
don't touch it, don't try to steal our ideas. So if that'll help, a little bit, because I have 6.5 feet in my living room. I converted my living room into my man cave.
Yeah.
So I have enough space, and even there, I still have some games that I gotta be jumping on the couch for it to
work
here,
and stuff like
hello.
that, yeah.
And so that's anything else?
No.
I think that's basically it for Xbox. It was, to tell you the truth, it was like a 50-50.
Like,
they had Dance Central 2, that you know they were gonna make that, because that's the only game that sells for Connect. And they had the Halo thing. They had the Fable. They have Gears 3 that's gonna come out soon. But basically, I thought it was an alright show.
So I was gonna ask you, how would you rate the
I rate their showing like a C-. Like, yeah, I'm glad they want to push Connect, but
push it good.
This is the thing. Nintendo made all their money with the Wii because they got a bunch of casual players.
Yeah.
But Xbox and PlayStation, all their fans are hardcore fans, especially Xbox. Their fanboys are like Xbox tattooed and to die.
Yeah.
And they didn't really make games for them. It's Gears. And then what? Halo 4, when is that coming out? It's not going to come out next year.
No.
So for next year, it's kind of empty.
It's kind of slim, yeah.
So that's what I got out of that. I didn't see a future for like the hardcore gamer. If you tell me Ghost Recon with the Kinect, no, nobody's gonna be sitting there going like this, dog. You're gonna get arthritis in your hand. From what? And playing online.
Come on, I still understand.
Dog, I shot him in the face, dog. I had my hand open. Come on.
Facial.
Like, dog, my fingers. I was right there in his face, between his eyes.
Grenades and how you choose. I
always wondered that.
Secondary weapon.
The way he did it was like that, and that's how he got his weapon. Maybe you go like that and it switches weapons.
I guess.
And maybe like you do like a certain gesture to throw a grenade.
Yeah.
But my whole thing is like, dog, this, even for a PlayStation, I admit, dog, after a while you start getting tired.
No, you do get tired. With the move and the sharpshooter, I get tired probably like after 30 minutes.
But imagine being like this, and then you're like, oh, it's not reading. Back up. Oh, no, move forward.
Yeah,
because
you gotta have that consistency.
So that's I give it a C-.
I would probably same C-. It wasn't like you said. There was no big announcements like huge.
They had the big one, which is Halo.
Yeah.
But when is that? You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, is it gonna be in 2 years?
But you're talking exactly when you tease it like that with a little CG movie. That's usually like a 2-year lapse.
Like we have an idea, we just haven't come up with it yet.
Yeah.
So
that's like a 1.5 year lapse.
So they're really like resting on. Of course, Call of Duty is gonna have exclusive, map packs before PlayStation.
Yeah.
So they're resting a lot on that.
On that part.
So.
Yeah.
So that was the whole Xbox thing.
Now, can we test it?
All right, let's try it.
Wow, great. Now, can we see long range?
Optimize for range.
Come on. Who wants to pretend their hand is a gun? What is this, 3rd grade? Woo!